Sure.
You know,
For 10 years.
Do you know him? Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut, Real Estate Jerky Daily here with Mike Kelly, and it's a Monday.
It is a Monday. Yeah, good friend and agent at our office.
Okay, that's what I was trying to find out because you said his name and I had no idea.
Great guy.
Okay. All right. Well, moment of silence. Okay.
There.
All right. It's Monday after Super Bowl. Everybody thinks it's a holiday. Well, it is for some people.
It is for some. The students of our land
and the teachers.
Well, they're probably still working.
The real 3-day weekend is next weekend. That's President's Day, which brings them both together.
Yeah. Is this Lincoln's birthday? Is that what this is?
Lincoln and Washington.
They share a birthday.
No, they are two different days, but they put them all together on one.
Yep.
Because you can't have that many days off.
Well, that's what I remember in grade school too. Was I always looked forward to President's Day.
Always.
And they renamed it.
Oh, in grade school, I always looked forward to Martin Luther King.
You did?
No, well, that's cool. In the Navy, we did because that was the one 3-day weekend that we had off that nobody else had off at the time because it was only federal government and not everybody had it off. And so we would always go to Mammoth Mountain that weekend.
Oh, cool.
And it would be a great weekend because there's not a lot of people there because they didn't have it off at that time. Now everybody does.
Shares in your glory.
Yeah, my wife's company finally did it 2 years ago. Started giving it to them off.
Oh, yeah? So they just send all the patients home?
Yeah, exactly. Her department, anyway.
Come back tomorrow.
No patients today. All right. What do we have? We have, let's see, Super Bowl came out the way I thought it was going to be, a little bit, I said 40-7. I was wrong. It was, 28-7 or something like that. I said really didn't care.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Housing inventory. What do you think? Up or down?
Up. By 4.
Wrong.
By 4.
Wrong. Housing inventory is at 687,697.
Oh.
That means we're down 8,525 houses nationwide. You know why?
It probably had something to do with Bad Bunny.
Well, only if they control the weather.
Yeah. Is it because of the snowstorms?
Yeah, they're saying the winter weather showed up in the housing data, and then we got stocks. Let's see, the Dow's down 7-8, keeps going back between 7 and 8, and the mortgage-backed securities are the 10 years at 4.21. We opened at 4.216, so about the same, and the rates are about 4 basis points worse.
Well,
go ahead.
We broke 50,000 Friday.
We're at 50,108 right now, so I
think that's amazing.
It is, and it's going to continue to go up.
Yeah,
but we got to look at housing, and that's what everybody looks at, and that's what's going on. And even though the inventory fell, this is only about a 2,600 home decline. Like I see, truly is what they're saying. Because last year, if you look at last year versus this year and year-over-year inventory growth, so if you look at new listings right now in 2026, we're at 48,365. In 2025, we are at 53,861.
Whoa!
So it's not as bad as what everybody, but they're saying this is really because of that storm, and we're saying what storm?
Well, yeah. The fog storm.
I'm like, okay, it's time to clean off the back patio and let's put the rug out and start swimming.
Yeah, it was
like 70 yesterday almost.
I know. Yeah. It was beautiful yesterday, and it was still warm at night. It was nice to wake up yesterday in no fog, but I woke up at Black Oak.
Black Oak.
Yeah, we had a surprise 70th birthday party.
Gotcha. And you stayed
Saturday night, and we stayed the night.
Why didn't you guys do Chicken Ranch?
The birthday boy prefers Black Oak.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Yeah. So
the only thing I know like Chicken Ranch is right there on the road.
Yeah, and it's hard to get rooms at Chicken Ranch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it's new.
And there were 22 of us.
Wow.
So we got block of rooms, and
that's different.
It was a lot of fun.
All right. So when we're talking about listings, where I was telling about the difference between 26 and 25, that was only difference about 2,600. But if you look at during the housing crash, new listings ran 250,000 to 400,000 per week.
Oh,
yeah. A little different there.
A little different.
Just a little.
Well,
versus 50,000. So that would be 5 times to almost 10 times the amount of listings we have right now.
Good.
The question really is, they're wondering is if we can get listings above 80,000 per week versus the, what I just said earlier, which we're at 48,365 per week.
Yeah.
So
80,000 a week would be a move in the right direction.
yes, we need it.
Yeah.
And the other positive thing is in 2026, our price cuts are only at 32.23%, 32.23%.
Okay.
Now listen to that. So and in 2025, they were 33%. We take it any way we can.
Yes, we can do.
0.75% better. We're going to tell you all day long how much better it is.
Shout it at the rooftops.
That's right. Mortgage rates are, close to 6%, meaning above it or below, depending on what type of loan, everything else. That's still much better than we had before. I mean, in the last couple of years. And the big thing is the whole premium is still down. And that's what they're talking about. They've been able to reduce that premium. And that's why rates are so much better now than they were last year at this time at the same 10-year.
Yeah.
Even because we'd be in the 7% for regular rates if we were back.
Still had that old premium.
Yes. And we have a bunch of stuff coming out this week.
What's coming out?
We have nothing important today. Tomorrow's retail sales, employment costs, Wednesday's mortgage applications, BLS jobs report, the 10-year auction, Thursday's jobless claims 30-year auction, and Friday's the CPI report.
CPI.
Yes.
Consumer Price Index.
That's correct. Wow. I knew you'd figure that out at one point.
After 2 years, I finally got it down.
The other thing that let me see if I can find out. I wrote some stuff here so I could remember, and I don't. Did you know Realtor.com is doing really well compared to all the other .coms that do the housing stuff?
Yeah, because they're the most accurate.
They're being really, a lot. That's the only one I recommend people to use, just because that's the same MLS as everything else.
Yeah, I always liked it. I think it was like last year I would get a call from my client. I think I found my house. Yeah, where? On Zillow.
On Redfin.
Yeah, on Zillow. What is it? Well, it's a 3.2. They're asking 168. That's not real data.
168.
Give me the address. I'll check it out. Yeah, this sold in 1998 for 168, and I don't know why it's still on their data feed.
Because they don't clean it up.
Yeah, more data, more stays closer to the top.
Yeah. I still can't find where I put. You know what it was? Is I had to redo it. Oh, well, no big deal. But just the fact that Realtor.com is doing so much better than the other two that you heard about during the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Robert Murdoch bought that, didn't he?
What?
Realtor.com.
I have no idea. You're the real estate guy.
I want to say yes. And
yes, that you're the real estate guy? Or yes, that he did
to
that.
Both. And his quote was, I'm going to put Zillow out of business. Well, that's not going to happen. But
yeah, well, it can happen. You just need to sue them more. I mean, that's how companies go out of business. That's how they go. They get sued, or then somebody buys them,
and they wind up with really
big
settlements.
Think about it. There's so many different companies than there was, and the big companies aren't here anymore. They changed. Look at the mortgage companies, Countrywide. What was Countrywide? There's so many of those things that go away that's been here forever.
Yeah, I miss those late night commercials.
I mean, and it happens is people pass away. Look at Roberts is going away here in town because unfortunately the gentleman, one of the owners passed away, and now they're selling it off. And the question is, where am I going to buy my next vehicle?
I don't know,
because I guess I just have to call Casey. Casey, where'd you go?
Exactly. Can you find me a car?
Because that was like the best place. You could just walk around and not have to worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. It was interesting to learn how that came around. And, stupid stuff happens, and you pivot, and it becomes a great thing.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing about Interaddis on my other podcast. Your greatest confidence come from your greatest defeats.
Yeah.
And that's basically what was happening with them.
Yeah.
And we'll move on from that.
Yep.
There was a thing about about the VA loan. They're working on it.
That it's too good of a loan.
No, they were trying to increase the prices of it. Yeah, the cost for veterans. It's like, come on, guys, what's your problems? Get that money somewhere else. Stop trying to take.
They want to take more money.
They wanted to charge more for probably the funding fee and other stuff. And and then so now I don't know the whole story. I had it in again. My story's all over the place today, so think it's Monday.
You're just storied. It's
just Monday.
It's a quasi holiday Monday.
Is that quasi? Well, everybody's like, it should be a holiday. It is.
It is. It's not for everybody. Well,
did you see the I guess the Redfin and the other one, their first joint Super Bowl ad? I didn't really see many great ads.
I didn't see a lot of great ads. There was one that was kind of a giggle a little bit. I don't remember what it was now. But it was, I want to say it was an AI ad. Those AI ads that came in and they were like 15 seconds long. It's like, wow, did they just sign a contract right now?
Did you, the ones where they like did the words on the page?
Yeah.
And then that was it. And then pages like the 1970s look of commercials.
Yeah.
And stuff,
I'm like, that's not going to make me want to use your product.
So I can't find. Yeah, so I'll find out more about the VA and talk to you guys tomorrow. I was
talking with Glenn Robeson yesterday, and he says, I'm just watching the Super Bowl for the commercials, and then I felt so bad. Glenn, I know you're watching. The commercials weren't that fantastic.
No, I mean, there was that one Pepsi one, right? It's no longer the Coke Bears. They're over with Pepsi. I'm like, oh, that'd be a lawsuit.
No.
Yeah.
There's a few times I walked away to the food bar, so I may have missed a couple commercials.
Well, the other issue I saw is Hims is being, that company is being sued by Wegovy to make them get rid of their cheaper Wegovy type product.
Their GLP-1.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say Hims was being sued by hers.
Hims and hers. And they were talking about how that's there to help people, get the same stuff that the rich gets.
Yeah. So the next thing is going to be, how do you pronounce it? Sildenafil or Sildenafil or whatever it's called, or Viagra is going to sue them. You're offering our drugs for less.
Well, those are all. Yeah, but the problem is that stuff's been around forever. So that's not the brand name versus
they missed their
generic.
opportunity.
Yeah, there's generic now. So Realtor.com traffic was up 10% versus the other ones. That's what I was trying to. Yeah, that's what the big now. So I was trying to get it over here, but I still couldn't find the VA thing.
What do they attribute that to? Accuracy?
I've probably, and probably all of us telling everybody to go there.
Yeah.
Because that's where I tell people, go sign up there and get that stuff. Because that's the most accurate. I'm not going to tell the other two because someone else is going to buy them.
Yeah. If they're looking in a broader area than MetroList, I tell them to try Realtor.com, that they'll get accurate information that way. They're like, yeah, but Zillow's so user-friendly. And I said, and inaccurate.
Yeah, but so is Realtor.com.
Realtor.com, they're all very user-friendly now. You might have to search it a little differently, like where the property really is.
All right, so the VA bill HR 6047, also known as the Shari Burial, and these two people I've never heard of. The Veteran Benefits Expansion Act of 2025 was introduced in November by Rep. Tom Barrett. Okay. He's a Republican of Michigan. It's co-sponsored by House Veterans Affairs Committee Chairman Mike Bost, also a Republican, but Illinois. I'm just kidding, because that was everybody in Illinois hates that when people plural it. Would expand VA's dependency and indemnity compensation for surviving. So that's DIC. That's what happens when you pass away.
Okay.
Your spouse gets your disability if you're at 100% kind of thing.
Gotcha.
They're expanding that to boost special monthly compensation for catastrophically disabled veterans.
Okay.
The original plan would have raised VA home purchase fees to help fund the expanded benefits. Why don't we just get the government to pay for it, since they pay for all the other stuff that's for everybody else and NGOs? But the revised proposal purchase loan fees would stay the same, according to the report from the New York Times. So what are they doing? The bill would increase fees on EARLs, the VA rate reduction refinance loans, and slightly raise fees for VA loan assumptions when veterans are.
You shouldn't be raising rates on
No, they shouldn't at all.
At all. It should come from someplace else, a grant or something.
EARL is optional, so veterans want to lower their interest rates can use it. Disabled veterans would not have to pay the fees. Yes, that's correct. But why are we charging it there? Why don't we just get it from the government like everybody else does, instead of having us pay for our own stuff?
Yeah.
And that's my problem with the whole thing. There's all this money wasted on all these other programs, but the people who fight for the fact that you have the freedom to be able to wear a pink dress with ice out on it and in the Super Bowl, or burn a flag, those rights, we can't. That's a right.
Yeah.
We fought for that right, for idiots to be able to do that and other people to do stuff like that too. But I'm just going to move on from that because I'll be here forever. So I'm just saying, don't come to us for this.
Yeah.
Don't change our fees. We're already paying enough. We pay 2.10 for first time VA use if you don't have a disability, and $3.10 for the second one. I could be off on those numbers because most of the people I deal with are disabled.
Yeah.
And I don't even worry about it. But I'm just saying we already pay for that, and the IRRO's like 0.5% for that refinance.
So why raise it?
Because if they should only raise it if they have to pay for a cost of increase of costs for the loan. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the people going foreclosure
Yeah,
or
but
stuff
not
like
to
that.
benefit a few.
Not to and why are we, this DIC is an automatic thing that you get if you had your VA disability at 100% for 10 years, then your spouse gets it. Or if you pass away from something that is part of your disability, like say if you have high blood pressure as part of your disability and you have heart issues and that's how you pass away. Well, then if it's not been 10 years, you still would be covered. That kind of stuff under the DIC rule.
Gotcha.
Which is important but they don't get it all. It's the same thing like when my wife passes away from her pension, I don't get it all. I get a percentage of it. Yeah. You should have to give it all.
I got news for you. You'll probably die first.
Only the good die young.
Yes, exactly. And, I tell my wife, I said, what are you worried about? I said, I'm going to be dead long before you. Don't say that. Well, it's probably the truth. So,
yeah.
Oh, well. Got nothing to worry about when you're dead, I think.
And then I'm going to put together all the companies that are leaving California because there's a lot.
Oh, my God. I was thinking about that yesterday.
Because there's another one that's just leaving.
Yeah. What was
ScanDisk.
Yeah, ScanDisk. That's big.
Yeah.
Just out of here.
All these companies are leaving because of the policies in California.
Yep.
And someone said it's like $35,000 extra we pay to be here in California than other places. Yeah. Well, you know what? Especially they talked about the bald guy that's Britain or whatever. That
Steve Hilton.
Yeah, he was talking about how so for most states, it's $100 or less for registration of your vehicle. Here in California, it's like $500, $700, $800 to $1,000.
Yeah, my truck's $785. It's just
and he wants to. If he becomes and he wants to max it at $71. And of course, everybody's oh no, how are we going to pay for the homeless? Well, how about we pay for them
for a road?
No, how we pay for them out of the money that was supposed to go to them?
Well, that guy has that house in Greece, and he has that one in LA, and he's got that Range Rover and some nice clothes and jewelry. Oh, he might do prison time. We don't know.
Who?
The guy that embezzled the $24 billion. Well, actually, $23 billion. He used a $1 billion to buy toasters or microwaves and ramen soup.
I don't even know anything about that.
Oh, you got to read that article. Go find it. Yeah.
No, because there's another one where the VA is starting to use AI to go through. So when you put in for your disability, there, some people do. It's like DBQ. Basically it's a doctor fills out a form or somebody fills out a form that says all these different things about you and it's submitted with your package.
Gotcha.
Well, a lot of people have been using private ones. Well, there's supposedly some people who have been submitting those fraudulently, meaning like the people fill it out and send it and the people just don't go, well, no, that's not me. They send it in. Well, the AI is going to go through for the past 10 years and look through all those private DBQs. So if you did a private DBQ and it was not up and up, get ready.
Yeah. And what's AI going to do after the first 30 minutes is over with and they've already found them all?
Well, no, it's going to continue going forward, but every one of those are going to be referred over to OIG.
So a DBQ is a database questionnaire?
Anyway, it's about your disability and stuff that whatever you're putting in for that thing. And, so it's I didn't do any of that kind of stuff. All mine was that. And so it's like, if you're going forward, make sure it's truthful.
Yes.
And then everybody's like, all this, well, I'm in the mortgage business. If I'm not truthful, I go to jail. So why isn't it any different than the other things?
I know.
Yeah.
Just haven't caught them yet. Maybe later.
They're going to catch a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And there's like, I guess a company out of Florida that just boilerplates every single one of them. Yeah.
If you're fraudulent,
which is going to be good because that means all those companies will be gone and the good people will be come up.
Yeah.
The cream will rise to the top.
If you're fraudulent, you should be caught.
Yes, very much so. I mean, especially the politicians who make so much money and we don't know how they make it. Oh, it's my husband. He's an amazing trader. That's what they're all saying now.
Yeah, you mispronounced trader. It's traitor.
All right. Make it a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Peace out, kids.
Some real news instead of us just talking about other things.
Love you all.
All right. Bye.
Bye.